we go with the Coffee Club on a Friday morning. Last week's was shocking.
That's a long intro right there, bud.
I know. There's only 3 left. We'll get by it. Coffee Club being brought to you in part by Owens Ordnance from here in McCook. Stop by and see them today. We have some great guests in studio. We've got Michael Fisher, Michael Jordan. We've got Chandler, Abby, Garrett, Ashley, Harrison, and
Ollie.
Ollie. So it's going to be a fun show here today, as we have so many things to get into. We really do. We're going to start with, we got Michael Fisher and Michael Jordan. Sheriff Jordan, and then from the EMS side of things, Michael Fisher. So welcome, guys, and glad to have you as a part of today's Coffee Club here in McCook. You guys got up early and came in for a nice little opportunity to talk about an event that is coming up here quickly. And it's something for actually kids that some of these kids in here might even enjoy, right?
Good morning. Thanks for having us. August 8th and 9th at Frontier County Fairgrounds in Stockville. We're hosting a first responders camp. Just going to give them a taste of what law enforcement, the fire side, and the EMS side kind of does. Maybe pique their interest in going into a career field, possibly. We're kind of hitting the range of 15 and above. Sheriff Jordan said 15 to 90. I'm hoping not too many 90-year-olds show up, but I guess we'll take them.
They've got the time.
They do. Couple of years anyway.
Yeah.
So, we'll break them down in a little bit of classroom session, and then most of it will be some hands-on practical skills. So the law enforcement side, I'll let Sheriff Jordan talk about that. I'll briefly talk about the fire and EMS side. Fire side, they're going to do some fire suppression. We're going to try to get like a smokehouse or a burn house. And then they're going to do some vehicle extrication, so cutting up cars. They're going to be in full bunker gear. Hopefully that'll, excite some kids, and they'll want to join the local fire departments. We're short-staffed on both the fire and EMS side. And then EMS side, we're going to do some CPR training, trauma management, and then I will have a cardiopulmonary anatomy lab. Using some props, and so anybody that wants to go into the medical field, whether it be nursing or even x-ray, doctors, EMTs, paramedics, this is a good class for them. So I'm hoping that it'll spur some interest, and it's just we're opening it up to basically anybody in the area. It doesn't.
You don't have to be from Frontier County.
Nope, don't have to be from Frontier County, and it can be, wherever.
Yeah.
So we're welcoming, and it should be a good time, and hopefully they get, learning experience out of it, and it's a teamwork aspect too. So it'll be kids that might not know each other, and we're going to put them together, and they're going to have to form a kind of a bond and do some teamwork stuff and get a job done.
August 8th and 9th, Frontier County Fairgrounds. Sheriff Jordan, for the police side of things, you guys are going to do some pretty cool things too, right?
Yeah, that's our goal. We're hoping to set up a crime scene and do some crime scene investigations, some impaired driving investigations, and then I'm working with State Patrol to bring in their drone and do some accident reconstruction, kind of talk about how we work a car accident and what all goes into that, and how much science and math is involved, and what they do.
The science I like, the math not so much.
Right. That's why I let them handle that, because math is not my thing either.
Yeah.
And then we're hoping that we can bring in some smaller vehicles to do some emergency vehicle operations training with them as well. They don't get to drive my car. My insurance company frowned on that. But
you did ask, didn't you?
I tried, but they didn't like that very much. So we're just hoping that we get people's interest intrigued in what we do, and we're no different than anybody else. Everybody's
right.
shorthanded, and we got to figure out a way to keep this going.
So that's coming up August 8th and 9th, Frontier County Fairgrounds in Stockville. Hands-on stuff for fire and EMS and police, and some pretty cool opportunities. Ages 15 and up. How do people get a hold of you to get signed up for it?
So they can either call me at the sheriff's office, which is 308-367-4411, or my cell phone is 308-442-9031, or they can get a hold of Michael Fisher, and I don't ever remember his number, so
308-737-5188, or emails mfisher@frontiercounty.ne.gov.
Very cool. Coming up August 8th and 9th. Let's transition to talk about stuff happening next weekend here in McCook. And pretty excited about this. Cruising on the Bricks is ready to go again. We'll start with Garrett here. How many years is this now?
This is number 9, believe it or not.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy. Time has certainly flown by.
When you start something, you're always like, well, I hope this goes on annually.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you, the first time we did it, we had no idea what we were going to expect. We thought maybe 20 cars would show up. We had over 100 in Max Drive-In's parking lot that year, in their parking lot, and they spilled over into the dentist office next door and everything. But anyway, I told Ashley, I go, okay, we're doing this again, and the rest is history. So,
yeah,
pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, 9 years. A lot of it's going to be the same as it's always been. But we have some new things this year too. And of course, we've paired up with the Chamber of Commerce. They're going to be right next door to us, having a vendor fair, food trucks, all that stuff, and then of course the concert to follow in the evening. So,
And what's this year's theme?
kind of a 90s theme, I think. I think that's more or less what it is. So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
You want to introduce your crew to us? You got some new folks,
Yeah,
huh?
absolutely we do. So in chair number 1 here, we have, what's your name?
Harrison.
Harrison, yeah. And then we also have Abby. Abby's our new director of marketing. And so she kind of got thrown into the fire. She's been on the job right at 3 weeks, and busiest time of year to come in.
Okay, welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Listen, we have this thing called Cruising the Bricks. This is what you're doing for a while.
Yes.
Yep. And then can you introduce yourself, little boy?
What's your name? Well, of course,
He's
now
out.
shy.
He's out.
Loves to talk, but besides when he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Love it. But
And-
no, Oliver's here too.
So let's talk a little bit about the Cruising on the Bricks and how it's actually grown to take over a major part of the area here. What are some of the expectations for this year as far as specific things you're looking for?
Yeah, so we always do a little bit more every year just to keep it growing, obviously. The big change this year is how we're going to enter the car show. We always did it from Carpenter Breland. They used their awning and had a good backdrop, but now we have a wonderful mural. So we're going to use the mural to our advantage, and we're going to have that as our backdrop. And so we're going to enter right in front of Ace Hardware, right by the mural on 1st and C. And that's how we'll enter. And so that's the biggest change. That's going to be the hardest thing to kind of spread the word on, because there's a lot of people that are just, obviously, the generation and the clientele we deal with, they don't like change. So it's going to be tough to be kind of making that adjustment. But we're going to have plenty of signs and all that stuff to make sure everybody knows where to go. We're going to have some more bounce. We have, in the past, we only had 2 bounce houses. We got 3, I think, this time. We got our train, a ride on train. So plenty of activities for the kids. Of course, we got the snow place coming in, so we're hooked up, we're ready to go. And then the Chamber has plenty of food options, and their beer garden opens at 5, so that'll be right in time for our award ceremony. So we'll be in good hands. We got plenty of people around us.
There's great advantages to partnering with things like that. Sometimes there's challenges too, but it's nice that, kind of like, okay, you guys do this, we're going to do this, and all in all, it's a great event for an entire area here.
Yeah, it brings in quite the swath of people. We see a reach, like we've had Cozad, North Platte, we see Northwest Kansas quite a bit. They've always been a huge support. Northwest Kansas has the Oberlin, and then a little bit of Hoxie, and then some Atwood as well. So and they're great customers of ours, so that also helps sweeten the pot a little bit. But we've grown so much that we used to have an award for furthest travel, and it was like maybe 3 hours away. Well, now it's like 4.5, 5 hours away. So it's crazy that I don't know, just the word that gets out and people really enjoy it because I think we're pretty laid back compared to some different car shows, and we kind of make it enticing to come just with all the awards that we give out and the door prize type stuff that we give out, and then just a community minded event that we're just have a lot going on that day in McCook.
You guys have some different, you guys with the awards, you guys have gotten kind of creative as far as what those are. Last year's were really cool.
Yeah, we have. So we've kind of played around with that. Every year it seems to be a little different. We've changed a bunch of different formats, had different categories. And, we're always trying new things. We take a lot of feedback from the people that support us. And, we kind of ask them what would be important to them. So a couple of new ones this year that I think are really neat is we have the work in progress. Not everyone has a $100,000 invested in their, beautiful restoration. And so I think the work in progress is cool. Get it running and get it there. There's so many cars that are cool to see. It doesn't have to be perfect. And so we have that work in progress for those people because, we want everybody to be there. And then another one that we did this year was the 16 and under. And we did that, really just to get the younger crowd involved. What we're kind of hoping is that, we get some young kids that are interested in the hobby, bring some there again, maybe a work in progress or some car that they've went and restored. But also, we're going to take kids all the way down to these guys' age, have them bring their little ride-on cars.
Yeah, the Power Wheels.
Bring a bike, bring whatever. Show it off, We'll have a special award for those kids as well. So
we're going to have a little special cruise in between after our voting ends, right before our award ceremony. We're going to have all the kids that bring their bikes, ride on whatever. And we're going to have a little cruise for them so they can show their car off. That way it's safe and not in the road or anything like that. They have their own little parameters to go around, and it'll be fun. I know it's been talked about quite a bit. We've been wanting to do something like that, and it's kind of a why not? Let's just do it. It's a good filler for what we were doing, and there's always kids there, so it's just now an excuse to bring bike, Power Wheels, trike, whatever it is, and away you go.
It makes them more involved, so it makes them feel important too.
Oh, for sure.
So my grandson has a Z71, I think it is. It's a Chevy. He and I go over that quite a bit. Hey, Grandpa drives Fords, but But anyway, he could bring that out.
24 volt.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is it 24 volt, 12 volt?
Let's put it this way: we were out with the lake at the lake, and it was able to make the incline with 2 people in there. So something serious.
That's your ghost, Dad.
All right. How do people get involved if they want to get entered?
Yeah, so we have a website, cruisingthebricks.com. There's a registration link there. Otherwise, you can hop into either dealership. We have registration forms all set up. We have a Facebook page that with kind of directs you to that information as well, named Cruising the Bricks McCook. But those are some places you can go for more information.
Is there a website for it too?
Yeah, cruisingthebricks.com.
Okay. All right.
And there's a registration link. So yeah, for the folks that aren't in town, there is an online registration form. You can pay online and the whole bit. So
all right, coming up next weekend here in McCook. Haley, you ready for the weekend poll?
Yes. So our weekend bowl this week is black coffee, coffee with cream, or cream with coffee.
Have you been keeping tabs on the list, how people are doing online?
I think Josh has been.
Yeah, so far Haley's winning with cream with
coffee.
Cream with some coffee.
Yeah. All right, so let's start in the back there. We haven't got Ashley in yet, so let's get her a mic. She's got it.
Here.
Okay, all right. So where are you for the coffee?
Probably cream with a little bit of coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a big fan, huh?
No.
just to dress it up so there's really not any coffee in it so much.
Yeah.
Then she'll drink it.
Yeah. All right. Michael, how about you?
Coffee with cream, if I'm drinking coffee at all.
Really? Yeah.
Mainly black coffee. I'll put a little protein powder in mine.
There you go.
Hey, you're not the only one. We had somebody say protein powder in it.
Really? Yeah. Garrett, what say you?
Well, there's that old quote from the movie Airplane, but I won't say that on the radio this morning. But yeah, black, straight black.
Black coffee. Yeah. Harrison, do you ever drink any coffee, do you? No.
I don't.
Yep, pull the mic over there, buddy. There you go.
I don't like coffee.
What do you like to drink? What's your favorite thing to drink?
Water.
Water? Hey.
Says no kid ever.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
Gonna need water today.
Today and tomorrow. If you think you're drinking enough water today, you're not. That's just where it is. Abby, how about you?
Sugar-free Red Bull.
Yeah?
I'm not a coffee drinker.
Oh, okay. All right. And Chandler?
Black coffee, for
Yeah.
sure. Yep.
Joshua?
I like black coffee, but then if I'm drinking coffee with creamer, then I don't like a weak creamer. So I would go cream with coffee. Yeah. But yeah, mostly black coffee.
All right. Haley, we know you're cream with coffee, but which flavor of cream with coffee?
Lately, I've been hitting the caramel macchiato. It's been my go-to. Either that or it's vanilla.
Yeah. 90% of the time, I'm definitely black coffee. And Josh can back this up. It's got to be thick black coffee, if that makes sense.
The bitter, the better,
Yeah. Not necessarily the bitter, but I mean, it's got to be like the spoon test. You put a spoon in, it shouldn't stand up straight, but a full 1 count before it hits the rim, that's good thick coffee. Next topic for the Coffee Club here this morning. This is about movies, actually. What movie did everyone tell you to see, but you just didn't like? Who's got an answer for that one?
Avatar. It's junk.
Didn't like Avatar?
I didn't like it.
Ouch.
No. I really didn't. I've tried 2 or 3 times. It's entirely too long.
Yep.
It's not that good.
The Matrix.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. It's just a movie that makes you fall asleep.
How about you, Haley? What say you?
I was never really a fan of Avatar. I don't know. Never liked it.
That's 2
Couldn't
on
really
the
get
Avatar.
into it. Or
Yeah.
I would say my other one is probably Harry Potter.
Oh,
Which is fine. Hate me. I don't care. I can't do it.
Abby's throwing darts over there.
I know.
It's all right.
Yeah. Ollie, do you have an answer for this one, buddy? No?
Name a movie.
How about you,
What's
Chandler?
your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite?
His attention span isn't quite long enough for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if I'm gonna go set out to go see a movie, I'm probably gonna really I like to know a lot about it. So if I know it's gonna be junk, I'm not gonna. I don't know. The one that was controversial though was we talk about it at work a lot. Is Uncut Gems
Garbage.
It's crazy that brings the knives out at work.
Which one?
With Adam Sandler. Isn't it Uncut Gems?
Yeah.
And it's it's rated really high, but there's a lot of hate towards it and a lot of praise towards it. There's either or. I've never seen it because I'm the peacekeeper, but it's you love it or you
Adam
absolutely
Sandler
hate
movies are supposed to be funny, and that's not funny. It's just not good.
I
was
I don't even
agree
know
with
what it's
that.
about. I just know
That was like when Jim Carrey did Majestic.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movie. But every moment you're expecting him to break out into some weird face thing, and he doesn't do it.
I feel like I almost refuse to go see the Happy Gilmore 2 because you just know it's not going to be as good.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same.
No.
Abby, you got an answer? What movie did everyone tell you to see you just didn't like?
I think I know the name of it, but I might butcher it. I think it's called Rango, but it's like a kids movie with the
With the gecko
chameleon.
thing, yeah.
That I did not like it at all. My mom and I saw it and we did not like it.
Yeah, if it's a kids movie, Rango, okay. Django, probably not. All right, let's go back here. Michael, what do you say?
I'm not a fan of the Harry Potter movies either. I just not my thing.
Welcome to your 3 weeks, Abby.
It's fine. I'm fine.
All right, Sheriff Jordan.
I'm going to just say any horror movie. I just hate them all.
Yeah.
I don't care for them at all.
All right, Ashley.
Well, so I remember there was one movie that I walked out of, and some people really liked it, but it was called V for Vendetta. And I remember I like walked out of it. I hated that movie.
In the middle of the movie.
In the middle of the movie. Like I got about like 5 minutes in and I was like, this is not for me. And I just walked out. So and then I'm with Michael. Horror movies, not my thing.
Right.
I cannot watch a scary movie. It gives me anxiety. It stresses me out. Then I can't sleep. It's just too much.
So you think about it after the fact a lot. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So you want to start our next one here? What instantly ruins a movie for you?
It being scary.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
It just it's too much.
Can't handle any thrill at all. I mean, the movie's got to be flat for her.
Yeah.
Like what was that called? Was it like Birdcage? What movie was that?
Bird Box.
I
Bird
love that.
Box.
Oh, my heart was pounding the whole time. I couldn't handle it. It was too much.
Keep your eyes closed. Yeah. Michael, how about you? What instantly ruins a movie for you?
Having to read subtitles. Hate it. If I have to read, I'm out.
Okay, so I was so excited for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and I didn't know going into it that you know I was going to have to read the movie. That really it blew it for me. Yeah.
Oh, if there's any magic or wizardry or sorcery, I'm out. And it's going to probably golf or
This is my
football.
initiation, right?
Welcome aboard.
Not good for Abby.
So, Harrison, what ruins a movie for you?
I just hate Mickey Mouse and Blippi.
I'm with you on the Blippi.
We would not have said that 2 years ago. There's no way.
All right, Abby.
Growing up.
This is your chance to hit back.
So whenever they're on the screen and the people, like the characters start running and then the cameraman starts running and the camera is like jiggling and it gives me a headache and I instantly turn it off. I can't do it.
Insert Blair Witch Project now. Okay, Chandler, what say you?
Kind of like I'm real weird about like a sports movie or like a car movie, and it's not like the car doesn't make the proper sound, or like it's like a football movie, but like they're using like clearly not like proper like they don't even wear a chin strap on a football helmet type of thing. Like I don't know, just weird stuff like that. It's like didn't think it through, but just weird things that I pick out.
So, like, for example, there's a they peel out on dirt, but you hear the street sounds or something.
Like commercials are really like that too.
Yeah.
I've noticed they just fill in the sound. It's like that wouldn't make any of that noise.
Yeah,
But you know.
All right, Josh, what instantly ruins a movie for you?
When my Uncle Brian tells me it's a must watch. when he brags it up, and everybody in my family will understand. My Uncle Brian loves Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
And he is one of the absolute worst directors, in my opinion. And anytime my Uncle Brian's like, oh, dude, you got to watch this movie. It's really good. He's like, it's on Netflix, or it's on, Paramount. You got to watch it. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So if anybody ever talks to my Uncle Brian and he says, oh, you got to watch this movie, don't watch it.
You're out. For me, there's two. Number one, ruins a movie for me when they live in these glorious mansions or seaside villas, but they're like a salamander breeder, and that's it. It's like how? Or they finish a phone conversation and hang up without saying goodbye. That's the other one that just gets me. It's like they don't end the conversation. Just drives me nuts. All right, we're ready for the games section of the morning here. This will be fun. Okay, we're going to spy the lie first. I'm going to tell 3 stats, and one of them is a lie. You got to tell me which one it is, okay? And Abby, we're going to push you out first here.
Okay.
So it's you. You got to decide which one the lie is, and then we'll agree or disagree with you, all right?
Okay.
The first known use of separate men's and women's bathrooms was 1904 at the St. Louis World's Fair. Is that the lie? Or is it mullet tossing is a fish tossing game that takes place at the Florida-Alabama border? Or is it the very first Super Bowl touchdown was made by Max McGee of Green Bay. Which one's the lie?
Oh man. Well, I feel like the middle one is so crazy that it has to be true.
Yeah.
So it's not that one.
Yep.
And I guess I'm going to go with the first one, the public restroom one, because yeah.
It's got a number.
It's got a number in it.
yeah.
So it has to be the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our rule. If it's got a number, it's a lie.
Anybody disagree with her? No? Everybody's in. Well, you got it right. Yep. It was actually at the Parisian Ball in 1739. So it's a little culture for you. I'm going to give two possible answers, and you tell me which city it is. Okay? Harrison, you got to go first here. Tell me which city. Is it Chicago or Omaha? Which one is known as the Windy City? Chicago or Omaha?
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah. Nice. Good job. All right. Chandler, you're up. Which one is the Emerald City? Do you know? Without multiple guess.
The Emerald City?
Yeah. Is it LA or Seattle?
I'm a yeah, I went straight to Oz, but I'm gonna say Seattle because it rains.
Yes. Very good. Seattle.
Nice.
We're 2 for 2. Okay. Let's see. Ashley, you're up here. The Flower City is what? Is it Rochester, New York or Rochester, Minnesota? Which one is the Flower City?
I would say Rochester, New York.
Who agrees?
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. She got it right. Congratulations.
Yay!
All right. Michael, you're up here. Which one is the Magnolia City? New Orleans or Houston?
I'm going to go with Houston just because.
Houston. Yep. Got it right. Very good. Yeah. Let's see. One more. Haley, you got this one here. Motor City. Indianapolis or Detroit?
Indianapolis.
Should have gave this to the car guys. You say what?
Detroit.
Yes, Detroit is
There you go.
That's the right answer. Let's see. Now we're on to breakfast bingo.
Breakfast bingo. The first answer starts with a B. The second one starts with an I. The third answer starts with an N. The fourth, a G. And then the last one starts with an O.
Okay. Let's see. Harrison, can you tell me? When you get out of bed, you're this. When you can't get out of bed, you're this. That one's a hard one for you.
Bedridden.
Very good. All right, Abby. In a trial, the jury is supposed to be this.
Oh my gosh, I know it's like on the tip of my tongue. This is funny because I was gonna say I used to be there. Yeah. Impartial.
Impartial, yes. Very good. All right, let's see. Michael, you're up. Okay. The Patriots football team are in what region?
New England.
New England. All right. Michael, you're up here. A person who likes to bet on cards or sporting events is what?
Gambler.
Gambler. Okay. Ashley? Someone or something that's strange or different is what?
Odd.
Odd. Yeah. Very good. So the last game that we have here is what's called the double letter game. In this game, I ask a question, and the answer is going to be 2 words with the same first letter. Okay, so if I say Walt Disney's biggest star, you would say...
Who do you like the most? You just said his name. Who'd you say that you hated?
Double letter game.
The big ears.
Mickey Mouse.
Yay!
I hate him. I hate him. Because
All right.
some of the Mickey Mouse mascots from Disney World has gone missing a couple times.
Oh, that's right. Let's bring that conspiracy. Let's do it. Haley, you're up first. A singing group that performs in a house of worship.
What? Are we still on breakfast bingo?
No, this is double letter game.
Okay, sorry. I've been taking phone calls, so I don't know where we're at.
Abby, do you know the answer?
Has to be the same letters.
Same letters. Anybody?
Church choir.
Church choir. Okay. Let's see. Garrett, I got one for you here. A small garden vegetable which is white inside and often used in salads.
Radish.
Yes. What kind of radish?
A red radish.
Red radish.
A red radish.
Ooh. See, I was going cucumber, but I couldn't find another seed.
Yeah. All right. Who's got the mic back there? Okay. One for you there, Michael. Another garden veggie, green in color and used as the main ingredient in salads. Yeah, but what is it?
Leafy lettuce.
Leafy lettuce. I was going to go with leaf lettuce, but it sounds so more manly to say leafy lettuce. So, yeah. Let's see. Chandler, I got one for you here. Double letter game. A child's toy horse, popular decades ago, made out of straight stick and small horse head. It's the official name of it.
Oh, boy.
Do you got it?
Well, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the...
What's the official name of a stick horse?
Stick horse.
The official name of a stick horse is a hobby horse.
What?
Yeah. Wow. I think we learned something today. So our next topic for the Coffee Club here is, what habit do you do for your future self? Now, the example I gave everybody was you fold laundry directly out of the dryer.
Nobody does that. Doesn't happen.
You're so real for that.
And if you do, you're insane.
I've seen that before, that signs in the laundry that say, washing, standard, folding 3 to 5 business days. So probably not. So Haley, you got an answer? What is it that you do now for your future self?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything around the house.
Anybody else got one?
I don't know.
I don't have one. All I got to say is that current Garrett is really rude to future Garrett. And as I told Ashley, why do today what you can put off until tomorrow?
Amen.
Yeah. How about
Like, all right, I'll thaw out some hamburger or whatever. Because I feel like, I'll do it an hour before you're in a little bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think of that. Or like the dishwasher. It's like that way it's ready to go in the morning.
Yeah.
That's been the habit here lately.
All right, Abby.
So I kind of started this back when I first started driving, but the second I got in the car, I locked the door behind me. And I mean, obviously it's set me up to not have somebody follow me into my car, so
Sure.
I have made it this far in life, so I continue to do said thing.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
I do that too,
Yep.
especially in the Walmart parking lot.
Yes.
If I'm by myself.
Yep.
So I don't feel bad.
Josh, what do you do now for future Josh?
I'm with Chandler. I'm the supper prepper at the house, and so we get a cow every single year, and so it's just so much easier just to set it out. But I've found myself in a pickle where it's just like, hot water in a microwave are not going to get the job done before we have supper.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to order something like pizza,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I set the hamburger out and steak out. Sometimes I don't know what I'm making, but I just set it out because
Right.
at least it's something.
You know you're going to need the
Yeah.
meat. All right. Anybody back row? What do you do for future self?
I'll usually have my clothes laid out for the morning. If we have an early morning ambulance call or something, I'll have them out laying on the chair that I can throw on and leave.
That's good. Michael?
Well, my wife's always trying to get me to improve myself, but I just try not to make her mad. That's what I do for my future self.
Happy wife, happy life.
That might be one of the smartest answers we've heard on Coffee Club in a long while.
Long time.
Educational show.
Ashley?
This is tough because I always tell myself that I'm going to prepare for the morning because our mornings are always so chaotic. So I guess what I should do is prepare lunches and school bags and everything the night before. So that way we have peace and harmony in the morning.
Yeah, that's good. Did I get you, Garrett?
No. I shared my advice that I'm quite the procrastinator and don't ever plan ahead. I'm so impulsive. So there's no amount of planning ahead for me.
For me, the one that I do, you can actually see it out there. If you look out in the parking lot, that's exactly what I do. I back into parking stalls whenever possible. That's me.
he does have a dent on the backside of his vehicle.
Yeah, but that was one time when I pulled into a parking stall and it came out and someone had hit and run me. And now the insurance company thinks it's my fault because we can't find who did it. But no, I do. I back into parking stalls, and it's not because I'm better than anybody else. It's mostly to prevent accidents because 8th Street here, just for whatever reason in front of the radio station, it's like people don't look. They want tacos so bad.
Especially if they're pulling into Taco John's.
Oh, yeah, people don't.
They're turning that corner and they're
on a mission.
Yeah. So there'd been so many times when this tree was a little better than it is now. Of course, it's a dead tree now. But when it was a little better, visibility was a real issue. And so this way, if I back in, then I can see. So that's mine.
It is strange. Like, you'll pull out of here and you'll look both ways and you're like, oh, nobody's coming. You'll pull out and then somebody's right on your butt.
Just right there. It's crazy.
Like, where were you?
Out of nowhere. Yeah. The next one for Coffee Club, and I like this. My mom actually sent answers to this because she thought it was a good question. Mm-hmm. Do you flirt with expiration dates? Josh sent me this one.
That's because I looked in our fridge and I went, well, this one's old. That's old. But yeah, no, like what Grandpa Bud always told me is the date on any packaging was just the shelf life, but it was still good. And so it was just like for the stores to go, okay, this is old. We got to take it down and put fresh stuff up.
Yeah.
Right. But it was still good. You could still use it if the world blew up and you had a bunker.
It's nourishment. All right. What say you, Abby?
Yes, because my poor husband was making some meat the other weekend, and he uses a binder, and he was like, oh, I'm going to use yellow mustard as my binder. And he got the yellow mustard out of the fridge, and the poor guy checked the expiration date, and it was from 2020. And that was just a couple weeks ago. He's like, I guess I'm not using that. I'm like, oh, it's fine.
Don't trust anything
just
from 2020.
Fermented.
Yeah. Haley, how about you?
Canned goods and stuff, yes. Milk or anything in the fridge, absolutely not. My milk goes the day it expires. And I don't...
Like, don't even use it for baking or anything?
No, I've witnessed it. She has opened it and she's dumped it.
You don't
usually
sniff it?
No, she don't sniff. No.
I don't trust it.
Okay.
Usually we're pretty good about using up our milk, and if I do dump any, there's maybe a little bit left, but I don't. Nope, it goes the day, or if I'm feeling generous, the day after. But that is it.
Nope, what you thinking, Harrison?
I don't do it.
If something's expired, would you still eat it? What do you say?
Heck no.
No, he's out. All right, who else got an answer for that one? Anybody?
It's a great debate in our house, to be quite honest with you, because Garrett will not. If he finds out that something was used after a date, he won't eat it. He'll just walk away from the food.
Yeah. Me for not wanting food poisoning.
But me, so there's been a few times that I I'll go smell the milk and I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I put it in the food, and do I tell Garrett? No.
Now, see, I am the sniffer. I sniff milk all the time.
Yeah.
And cheese. There's two things that bother me, milk and cheese.
Yeah.
And I will sniff both of those. And if they smell bad, it's just... And Darcy's like, that cheese is still good. I'm like, it smells like feet. It's out.
Yeah, it's definitely a suggestion. It's for sure a suggestion.
Yeah.
Everything's different.
I'm with you on that. Okay. The last one before we get to birthdays and anniversaries is... what's an old person phrase that you either love or hate? Chandler, you want to go first there?
I feel like I say a lot of them, but then I was thinking of it, and I don't know of any. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
Most of the ones I was always taught I can't say on the radio.
That's the thing. It's got to be family friendly.
If it involves the word Howard or Bud, chances are they weren't polite to say on the radio.
Yeah.
All right, Abby, you got one?
I love the phrase, I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug go around the neck.
Yeah.
That's cute.
My dad used to sing that.
Do you have that as a sign in your house?
I I do.
It's right next to Live, Laugh, Love.
No, I don't have one of those, but I have This Is Us. So, it's next to it.
How many Live, Laugh, Loves do you want? I can pick one out of one room.
Michael, you got one? What's an old person phrase you either love or you either hate?
So probably my favorite one is just the one I remember my grandpa always saying. It's a long ways from your heart. No matter any time we got hurt, It was a long ways from your heart. It might have been your heart, but it was still a long ways from your heart.
That's true. Anybody else got one? Haley, anybody?
I feel like always hearing I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That always just made me angrier.
That was good. There you go. Let's move on to our birthdays. It is time, folks. Birthdays and anniversaries on Friday, June 20th, 2025 through the weekend. Anybody got a birthday or know somebody who is celebrating a birthday here this weekend?
So we had a ton called in this morning.
I see that.
Yeah. So we have Mark Brown from Bankelman has a birthday. Hadley Ott from Palisade turns 10 years old. Harry Sugar turns 65 years old today. And then we have Mary Ogerzola from Indianola that has a birthday. Yeah.
Josh, you got any birthdays for this weekend?
I had the barbecue diva. That's Hadley with a birthday. And then on my other birthdays, let me get there real quick.
Travis Workmeister, Sergio Gomez, Clayton Owens, Brady Hines.
I got Corey Ross and Linda Kugler. Or Kruger, sorry. Linda Kruger.
They're on the list. All right. We got to give somebody the prizes.
A donut from Ember's Bakery, ice cream from The Scoop, a sandwich from Jimmy John's and Coca-Cola.
All right. So who is our birthday winner, Haley?
Let's do Hadley Ott from Palisade.
All right. Congratulations. Come by the radio station and pick that up sometime today or Monday. All right. As we're about ready to wrap up Coffee Club on Friday morning, June 20th. So, Garrett, it looks like next weekend should be great for Cruising the Bricks.
Yeah, it looks like the weather is going to hold so far. I think we should have a good time. So, yeah, everyone out there, please get registered. Secure yourself a T-shirt and a spot, and we'll hope to see you there.
Chandler, your favorite thing you're excited about for this year's Cruising the Bricks?
Oh, man. It's a broad statement because there's a lot to be excited about. I get excited about it every year, but I'm excited about probably most, and it's probably the collaboration with the chamber, as politicky question as that is, but the fact that we've teamed up really well this year and really meshed and been able to have everything in the same place at the same time. So it's going to be one massive party. Yeah. And then the Tour de Nebraska is going on too. So there's going to be a lot of things going on that Saturday.
To add to that, on the chamber side of things, to be able to have a business like Wagner's here, to be able to say, hey, we have this event, and for us to kind of peek into it and say, hey, we want to be a part of it, for them to allow the chamber in has been kind of a great bond. And Wagner's had gone so far into the band that night is actually sponsored by Wagner's. And so to just have a complete total, block party for everybody, instead of having, the car show and then you go 3 miles away for the concert, everything's just right there. The amount of food that's going to be there is going to be great. We have actually some people that are coming in Friday night and setting up their food trucks, so they're going to be available. But there's a Thai noodle place that Sarah keeps talking about that's phenomenal. So yeah, just to see our community come together with all the businesses and just the events that day, it's just going to be great. You got the corporate games that are going to be going on all next week with Casas, so get involved with that and just come out. There's going to be a lot of great cars, a lot of great motorcycles, and so yeah, it's just a fun time here in the community.
And Abby, this will be your first one on the inside of Wagner's there. So are you excited about it for too?
I am extremely excited. I've wanted to always, I grew up here. I wanted to be more involved in the community. And that's basically whenever I joined Wagner's, they were like, okay, here you go. You're going to be uber involved.
Let's
so
go.
I'm excited.
Yeah. That is next weekend here in downtown McCook. So that is Cruising the Bricks. And then in August, things to do too, especially if you're 15 and up. It's a special, it's a 2-day deal, right, Michael?
Yes, August 8th and 9th. We're taking registrations till August 1st. There is no fee. So just sign up and, there's free food and there's giveaway items. So hopefully we can get a crowd there.
Is the women's club serving cheeseburgers? Because if you want to get some people there, that might be the
Frontier County Fair. Still to this day, best fair cheeseburger anywhere.
Is that right?
Oh yeah,
we've almost passed out eating them. So
when we do the remote that day, we get there, we get a couple. We get a couple for the road.
So good.
Yeah. Great cheeseburgers. All right, and so if people want to get involved or get signed up for it, what's the best way to do so?
So just give us a call at the Frontier County Sheriff's Office, 308-367-4411, or, flag us down when you're out at the lakes or anything else when we're cruising through. And then we also have Facebook page for the Sheriff's Office and Frontier County Ambulance. So you can reach out to us on there too.
I know it's a good way to try to get people to, join, but for anybody that wants to kind of rehone their skills in that department, are they able to come too?
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping to get new blood, but also just kind of maybe reinterest old blood, and what boils down to is we had a meeting and we sat around and looked around the room and went, boy, we're not getting any younger in this room, and figured we have to do something. So,
well, it's one of those things. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's one of those things that you got to start getting these guys' age interested in those fields, so that when they are 15, 16, 17, they're starting to pursue those careers, as they're getting in their upper high school ages, so they can start doing the education side of things, right?
Absolutely, yeah. The younger we can get them interested in it, the better we are. And we're no different than even here in McCook. Volunteers help the world go around, and there's a shortage of them. So we're just trying to hopefully boost those numbers up.
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing that. That's coming up. Deadline August 1st, but the event August 8th and 9th there in Frontier County. It is June 20th, 2025, and that is Coffee Club on Hometown Family Radio's Coyote Country 105.3. And the Snooze Busters, happy Weekend Eve.
KIOT McCook.